So this video is basically going to be a quick summary of the game for those of you who are too time poor to watch it. So you've probably just seen the pre-cap where we've gone through, myself and Luke, we went through the two lists. So it was mine, the Fast and Furious, sorry, Noble Spirit versus they're not called the Ogre Achievers anymore, they're called the Ogres with Attitude. Coach Dave.
Wow, what a game.
Yeah, that was quite tense. If you haven't watched it, I strongly recommend you go and watch it because it is quite tense the whole way through. Well, you were watching the game from the outset, I was playing it. Anything you'd like to break down for the first half?
Okay, well, I think Dave caught us all off guard by choosing to receive the ball. As an overplay, you would normally allow your opponent to have that first quick touchdown, but no, he decided to receive the ball, and it was a really good kick. It was really well placed by Carl. But I tell you what, the Ogres definitely played like a really strong machine and formed up a cage pretty quick. Yeah,
and that's what I think I was really trying to not let him get that cage. Another couple of things is you start with two Juggernauts with some of the inducements he took, and that really took me off guard.
So
that was really hard to deal with.
That was a roll for that, wasn't it?
No, I think he got to choose with the roll to see if he kept doing it.
Yep.
So his ball carrier had Horns and Juggernaut, and he also had another player with Juggernaut. And for those of you who don't know what Juggernaut does, is it cancels Fend, it cancels Stand Firm.
All these things that make Imperials so tough to deal with when they get a few extra skills.
Yeah, basically. So the control game. So it was quite very clever pick because as well as all the break tackle and the Snotlings, Noblars. It was very hard to control them actually. These Ogres really hard to control the pitch with them.
Now I don't think I saw a bonehead until probably turn 6, something like that.
Yeah, so a lot of quite strong start from the Ogres, would you say?
Yeah, absolutely. I would have expected more armor breaks early on, but for you guys that haven't seen the game, the armor breaks were pretty much like 2s and 3s and 4s, and it just kept getting higher and higher. And then finally, about turn 6.
So it's just, I guess one thing we probably should have started with. So the game ended in a 2-0 victory towards the Ogres with Attitude, and 2 casualties to the Ogres, and only 1 casualty to me.
One Noblar going down.
One Noblar going down, and not for lack of trying either. So the 2 casualties though that he got, and he got them very early. I think it was turn 3 and 4. Yep. Or maybe turn 2, turn 3. He got them both. Was an Ogre. The Ogre to the 1 die. So the Imperial Ogre is MNG'd. He is out. He would have died if I did an Apothecary.
That was a 15 roll.
Yeah,
that's pretty impressive.
And then straight after that, the Thrower who just leveled up.
Oh no!
Poor Thrower who just got leader died. He's dead. He's out. So it's not great. Your odds of being a thrower in my team it's not a great position. You stuff like serious injuries all the time.
That's 2 seasons in a row. Your thrower's been either injured or dead.
Yeah. So I've got to look for a new one. I'm out hiring.
Maybe just don't pass it.
Yeah. But I still need someone to hold the ball. That's the thing.
Baron Bacardi.
Yeah. So that was quite early on, and those 2 casualties really hurt. They were really important on my team. And then he just caged up the field, very effective cage play, and
turn 7 touchdown. Turn 6 or turn 7?
No, because turn 6 I had 2 turns to do it. So turn 6
right.
touchdown. I tried to slow him down, but with all his Juggernaut and he's a very good player. I couldn't keep him from scoring.
Daisy went in.
Daisy went in. All that Horns Juggernaut. That I couldn't stop that with the ball carrier. So the ball carrier just strength 6 blitzed up the field. It was quite hard to stop.
You wouldn't think it, but the game was definitely not over.
Yeah, so then I had 2 turns to try and score, and I almost did it.
It come down to what was your consecutive dice roll on that? Do you think?
So it came to a crazy. Baron Bacardi had to make a 4+ pass, I think, or a 5+ pass.
It was a 5+.
A 5+ pass, because I forgot that passing's a new stat. It's not all off edgy anymore.
So you were thinking Baron Bacardi has
easy.
a 2+ agi.
Yeah. So 5+ pass, which he made because he's a flippin' legend. To the other blitzer who failed to catch the ball and dropped it.
With a reroll.
Yeah, with a reroll.
3 up.
Yeah, to the catcher, drops it. And
that was turn 8.
That was turn 8.
Ended halftime.
So that was the first half, not great. Then I started with the ball, and I had a much better start this time. I think Dave's team started copping some boneheads around this point.
The luck certainly went from both teams.
Yeah.
Triple skulls on both sides of the teams.
Yeah, that's right. I think I tried to blitz a Noblar and I triple sculled it with my same blitzer. Yeah, he went down, the one he failed to catch. triple skulled, went down, didn't die, which is fortunate. But then he got a bunch of very unfortunate boneheads and opened up a lane for me.
Mm-hmm.
I managed to get my blitzer, the not Baron McCarty, Duke Eldorado, Duke Eldorado, I think his name is, and he ran up. Perfect. All he needed to do was catch the ball, and then he had a straight shot to the end.
So it's a handoff from Baron McCarty.
And then Baron McCarty charges through, hands it off, and he drops it again.
Baron McCarty with like 3 dodge rolls
to
get there.
I feel for Baron McCarty. He's really trying to help the rest of the team, but they just stack it, and Baron McCarty has to pick up the pieces every single time.
He might start looking for another team.
Yeah. So Baron McCarty was awesome as usual, but everyone else actually there was just the other blitzer. I just couldn't.
You know what? That handoff was the turning point. It was all around the halfway point on the board.
I definitely don't think Dice played much of a factor in this. I would say that the worst part was him fouling that catch, that handoff.
The handoff you would have run away. He wouldn't have caught you.
Yeah, that was the turning point. But then Dave very expertly able to push my guys off the ball. And he managed to, at the same time, form a cage. The Nobbler runs in, dodges in, grabs the ball, and he's into an Ogre cage. Once he was into the Ogre cage, it was pretty much all she wrote for me.
What was that? What was that blitz that you made with your other blitzer?
So after that, it was, I think, cage diving tactics. So if you want to watch some cage diving strats, you got it when you don't have strip ball or anyone who can really cage dive very effectively.
2 dice double skull?
Yeah, so he had to make a 5+ dodge in, which he nailed, and then he did double skull on the Nobbler and got kicked in the face and fell down.
And Dave took some chances because he did have a go for it with a Nobbler to get to 1 square from the end zone, which he probably 9 times out of 10 you wouldn't make, but he knew that you were so dangerous and had to just get that extra square.
Yeah, he didn't want to risk another BS play, I think, a dive. But by that point, I think once those double skulls, that was pretty much end of the game, I would say, in terms of I didn't have a chance to really come back or score from there. Even though Baron McCarty was waiting at the end for the catch, that never came. So it was a tense game the whole way through. I think if you want to see a telekinetic battle of the minds, that's what you.
There's a lot of trash talking.
There was a lot of trash talking until I think the second half. It got pretty quiet.
What are mind games? To do with players' backstories.
So I came off this game over in the end not very well. I think I only got like not much SPP. My throw is dead. My Ogre is MNG for my game against the Black Orcs, which is not great. So I'm down for my next game about 250k.
That'll probably be pretty level CTV versus the 300.
Yes, so that's going to be. I think I might be. Is it 300? I think I'm Orchestra Death maybe. But Black Orcs are going to.
Are you playing Orchestra? You've got Joe.
Yeah, so bashing the Black Orcs is going to be a lot harder without my Ogre though, and I'm probably going to have to burn all my money I just won on buying a new thrower to replace the dead one. We just won't tell the new thrower about what happened to the old one. If I was to go into this game again, I think I was missing the 3 skills I really needed to deal with the Ogres. Tackle was definitely one of them. I really needed tackle. Strip ball would be another one because I could not get when he had this ball carrier. I had no way to get the ball off him. All I had to do was try and slow him down, and that wasn't working when he all had Juggernaut and lots of break tackle. I couldn't control those Ogres.
You just need to pray for the bonehead.
Yeah, that was what I was doing.
That really does slow him down when they only move for 5 a turn.
But he had a lot of re-rolls to burn on. He just keep making sure his cage kept moving. But yeah, I just didn't have any way to get the ball off the strip 5 piece. So I said nothing. So yeah, I did strip ball, and the other one's probably Dauntless. I did just so I could punch holes or knock down Ogres when I needed to.
Shocking list of skills.
Yeah, so if I was ever to play that team again, I'd like to have one of each of them at least.
Awesome. It was a close game. Very, very close.
Closer than the score shows, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
But apart from that, anything else you want to add about the round 4 game of the round?
Thank you, Coach Dave, for...
appreciate it. It was an awesome game. So if you're watching this, Coach Dave, awesome game. Well otherwise, if you haven't seen the game, I recommend that you go and you check it out by following. Hopefully, we'll put a link maybe on my face. I don't know.
Can we do a shameless like and subscribe?
Oh yeah, and you can click and come to our channel, to Let's Block, which I'm thinking is going to go there. I'm trying to remember. We haven't. Yeah, it might go here. I'm not sure. We're still learning this. But yeah, otherwise there'll be maybe a link as well to the game, the round 3 game
No
maybe
worries.
we can put in. Otherwise, till next time.
Till next time.
Yeah, we'll see you on the pitch.
See you on the pitch.